雪平田所ペア、評価 A を与えよう。ただ私が A より上を与える権限を持ち合わせていないことが残念でならないがね。おそ松。
Hey, what's going on? So today we're gonna make beef bourguignon, simple to the point. So let's get started. First, carrot, garlic, onion, leek, celery. That's our mirepoix, and we're finishing off with mushrooms. Cut your mushrooms in half in big pieces. Whole garlic in half. So we're gonna go ahead and cut the rest of the vegetables to complete the mirepoix, which creates the base flavors for our sauce. We want it in relatively large pieces. It's because it's gonna slow cook for a long period of time, and if it's too small, it's just gonna turn into mush. Next, we're gonna prepare our beef. I'm using a blade stick. I like this cut because it's got the right amount of fat, and once you break it down and slow cook it, nothing but tenderness and deliciousness. So take off any butcher's twine and separate any obvious muscles and cut it into big pieces. Season, salt, black pepper, and don't forget on both sides. And now for the secret recipe in Food Wars, honey. Let's just rub that on, and we're gonna marinate the piece of beef in the honey. Mirepoix, mushrooms, beef marinated in honey, 1 hour. As always, add the oil to a hot pan, distribute it, and sear your beef. Now we're not looking to cook the beef here, we're just searing it to get a nice caramelization on both sides of the beef. That's gonna give it flavor, and that's gonna give it beautiful color in the end. Now we're going to turn it up a notch and multitask all into your pot and add your mirepoix. Cook all your hard vegetables first and then slowly build on to it. So you start with your carrot, you got your celery, you got your onions. Cook that all out. Then flip your beef over. Now it looks burnt, but keep in mind we've been marinating this in honey, so it's not really burnt, it's just really caramelized. If anything, that's just gonna elevate the flavors at the end. Finish everything, add the rest of mirepoix, check your steak. When it's ready, put it onto the side. Now we're not gonna waste all that flavor in the pan, so we're gonna add the vegetables right back into the pan. Now caramelize the hell of those vegetables. Again, it's not burnt, it's flavor. Understand, deglaze the whole pan with red wine and use about half a bottle of red wine. We're gonna start reducing this down halfway. It's gonna start thickening just slightly. That's when you know it's ready, and back into the pot. Now the pot has all the flavoring from the vegetables in the beginning, so we're just building stacks on stacks of flavors. Now neatly and gently put all your beef into the pot. Don't waste the juices, pour it back into the pot and top it off with chicken stock. I'm not using beef stock because I want something a little bit light to cook it in. Now to make it easier for you at home, use dry herbs instead of the bouquet garni. Dry herbs are the most prominent when cooked over a long period of time. Lid on, and now into the oven for 3 hours at 275 Fahrenheit. Now halfway through the cooking process, we're going to take it out to check on our beef. So I can feel it's starting to tenderize quite well. And I'm going to flip it over so the top goes to the bottom and the bottom goes to the top, so I get that even cooking on the meat. And from here, we're going to add those mushrooms that we cut up. A is gonna add flavors, and B, the reason I'm putting it now, because if I started from the beginning, that mushroom is gonna get way too cooked out. After you're done all that, quickly pop it back into the oven and finish it up. And voila, there you have it. Beef bourguignon. Classic French recipe. So what we're gonna do right now is take the beef and all those vegetables in the pot and just put it aside, because I want to thicken and take the sauce further. And I do this simply by adding a slurry, which if you've seen in my other videos is just a mix of cornstarch and water. Now for the best part, plating. Beef into the center of the plate and just build your vegetables all around. And just drizzle the sauce over everything and be generous, and finish by adding just a slight little pull at the bottom of your plate. Beef bourguignon, fucking delicious. Fork tender. If you haven't, subscribe now, check out my other videos, and obviously there's gonna be more to come. Thanks for watching, and peace out.